U.S. has a very dynamic economy. We're creating more jobs all the time. The challenge for the U.S. is we must always retrain our workforce to make them better prepared to take the jobs of the future. The jobs of the future look very different than they did 20 years ago, and this is why I said in the speech today, we must retrain our workers especially to be facile and to understand how to work in the software and the wireless workplace, because these will be the growth industries in the future.
Yeah, and also you talked before, like Microsoft recently have opened a lot of job opportunities, but I know that there are still a lot of Americans complaining about losing jobs and finding jobs. So do you think it's because we have to change the structure of education? Like mostly people are requiring engineers, not like those jobs before.
America must learn how to educate our workforce for the jobs of the future. This means a greater emphasis on math, on science, on engineering, and on being entrepreneurs. So our children are 10 and 12, but we're already teaching them how to program, because this is the future. And we need to do a much better job from grade school to high school to community colleges to train them for the jobs of the future.
Yeah, I think that's also the same question that China will be facing in a few years, right?
This is exactly right, because as I said earlier, China is becoming more entrepreneurial. China is not just manufacturing things, China is creating them. But at the same time, China is moving up the economic curve. Wages are coming up too. So China will lose some manufacturing jobs to cheaper places like India or Indonesia. So China is going through the same growing up pains that we have gone through in the US, but I am confident China will do well.
Okay, and also one more question, like we have Zhongguancun in China, and also we have Silicon Valley in the United States. They're all like IT origins for a lot of IT companies. So do you have any suggestions for the Chinese Silicon Valley?
Of course. One, take risks. Don't be afraid of having new and bold ideas. Two, always seek to get to profitability as soon as you can. The biggest problems we see are people continue to go and go and go and never generate the revenues to be long-term sustainable. But I think the Chinese entrepreneurs will do very, very well. Many people here joke that the US needs to take a lesson in capitalism from the Chinese.